Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is October 15, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new recent subscribers. I hope you like the content I put out and you keep coming back for more. Today I just want to discuss a little information about a situation I had about on eBay, of course. And I recently had called eBay up in my last video that you watched. I said that after I did that video, I was going to call up eBay and find out, what's the status of it, what's going on, is there any problems, any glitches, and so on and so forth. The teammate said to me that when she looked into it, she said there was no problems on the website and that everything is fine. Everything is good on my account. On my end is good. But she did kind of tell me something which was kind of not, I would say, out of the question or off key, but she told me, because I told her, I said, well, the sales have been very slow. Is there something going on? You guys experiencing any glitches or anything of that nature? And she's like, no, everything is fine. I told her, I said, you must be getting other calls from other sellers calling up and complaining about this here, basically. She goes, well, we get a few. I said, I doubt you're getting a few, because I said, I look on blog sites, I'll look at on the posts and other feedback, and even like in some cases the YouTube resellers. And she said, no, everything is good on this side, on our side. She goes, what you need to do is step up your game. Now, it doesn't take rocket science to figure this out, folks. And I kind of find that comment was a little, distraught, in the sense that why I'm not saying I can't take constructive criticism, and I'm not saying that it was a bad thing what she said, but it was like telling me, don't complain, step up the game. And I thought about it. I said to myself, I said, well, I know. She goes, well, you got to go out and do your research now. She goes, she must have looked at the first listing I had on there. I only got, I think, 32 listings, whatever. It was at one time up at 376, and that's how much it went down. I just let them fall off because I can't afford to keep them on there anymore. There's, if you're not making sales, why keep a lot on there, right? Excuse me. So she goes on to say, I'm looking at your pendant there, and she goes, I see yours is selling for $9.99. There are other sellers out there selling for $7.99. So she goes, you really need to step up your game and try to do research and see, maybe you could maybe lower your prices down, or maybe, change things around your wording or whatever. And I'm like, is this lady for real? I mean, I've done all of that. I have reduced prices on the items I sell. And I've done everything that eBay has stated to do in order to get sales. And to be honest with you, it did nothing for me. So I, gave a little rant, not that I usually do on the phone, because I always tell people in my other videos, it might sound like I contradict myself, but I always tell people, I wasn't yelling per se, I was just voicing my opinion. Like I always say, when you're calling up the teammates, don't get upset with them, voice your issues, concerns, but leave it at that. Use diplomacy. And I did use diplomacy. I wasn't upset with the girl. And I did talk to her, and I did express to her how I felt about, what's going on with eBay. And I said, there's got to be something going on. And she told me that because the new payment plan they're rolling out, that new payment option thing there, she goes, that's the only thing that's working right now in the system. Now I'm going to click out of here, and I'm going to show you some other sites, Down Detector, eBay community chat board. And I'm also going to show you some email responses I got from a previous responded. I responded to the on the eBay community for eBay sales down 50%. And when you do sign up for that there, with that there, if you do want to get notifications, you will get notifications every time somebody responds to that. So without further ado, let's just do it, and then I'm going to get into reseller news. All right, so let's get over here. First thing I want to do is I want to go to my listings. Now I want to talk about this here really quick. You see here, this is the one she was referring to. Okay, now I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to expand too much on this here, but I want to say something really quick. Mine, all right, is yes, $9.99 with best offer. Okay, I'm offering it with $3.99 in shipping, shipping, packaging and shipping handling, right? I went looking up on eBay, and I noticed there are some similar, not 100% similar, but some similar almost. They're selling for $1.69 with free shipping. Another one is for 99 cents with free shipping. Now, folks, I think a majority of the slow or lack of sales is because there are a lot of foreign sellers on here, okay? And I think they're biting into the U.S. eBay sales here as far as I see it. Now, you might look and say, yeah, but you're getting views and you're getting watches on there. Yeah, but that doesn't mean nothing. These people ain't buying anything. These are people just watching. They're not buying anything, okay? And that's the problem. And I'll give you an example. Look at this little thing here, this Disney tour, right? Series 2, right? It had look at the view count, 1,644 people looking at it with 2 watches. Now, I didn't do a whole, statistical abstract on this here as far as like, who's selling what, how much and everything. But, I mean, for crying out loud, it's $7.99 with the best offer. So if, a person can get this cheaper, all right? Now, I don't know how much cheaper they want this here. I mean, how much lower can I go on the price considering what I paid for it? And you say, well, how much could you possibly pay for it? I put it this way. It wasn't 99 cents or $1. Let's put it that way, okay? So, I mean, to me, it was a little more than what those people are selling theirs for. Now, I noticed the foreign sellers are selling their items for $1.69 with free shipping. And like I said earlier, 99 cents with free shipping. If I was going to do that, folks, I might as well just give these things away. Okay? But this is what I was talking about right here. This is the one I wanted to share with you guys. I did look them up, and I did see a foreign seller selling it for a lot cheaper. And there's no way I can compete with them. So most likely, this is either going to come off, when it comes off in a day, 1 day and 2 hours, whatever. I'll probably leave it off and maybe donate it to my church. I don't know. A lot of this stuff I think I'm going to end up donating because I can't get rid of it for beans. Okay? Now I'm going to go here. I'm going to back out of this one here really quick. Here is downdetector.com. I talked about this in my other videos, and I highly recommend you use it. It's totally up to you whether you like it or not. I mean, if you have belief in it, you might think, is there any validity in this website? But they do talk about other companies. There's a whole array of them out there. So you're going to have to do your own homework and look it up for yourself. I usually pick the one for eBay. Here, these numbers here, if you go on it daily like I do, these numbers will change. I seen this up at 90% one time, the website. Now, yesterday I think it was 61 or something like that. Now it's up at 70% for website issues. Checkout, 17%. It was a little higher yesterday. It went down. Log on issues was a little low. Now it went back up again. These are resolved issues. You could read them if you'd like. Okay, this I know came out September 24th. It's old news, but it'll give you an idea of what the issues were going on back then. Now, when the lady tells me, the teammate tells me that there's nothing going on with eBay, why is it then these people? Now look at the comments here. There's 3,934 comments. You're going to tell me that these people that signed up, you got to sign up in here, like you can see my name up here. You have to sign up in here in order to leave a comment. Okay. You're going to tell me all those comments from all those people voicing their concerns and issues don't have any problems with eBay? Please. Look, let's do this one here. This was a day ago. Has anyone signed up for the eBay payments and have been seen an uptick in orders? I'm wondering if there are funneling sales to that last several things I purchased on eBay, mostly shipping supplies. The sellers all had it as a way to pay along with PayPal. So this person says, it's bad news. I haven't heard anyone getting increased sales except by the guy they featured from the eBay corporate. If they are accepting PayPal now, it might be different. But from what I understand, PayPal is cut out unless you get people to use their debit cards. Here's another one. We're heading into fall sales. Should be improving, not stalling out. Today is dead, totally dead. All right, now this was 2 days ago. Totally dead again from midnight till early afternoon every single day. I'm paying for the items that I made visible for 50% of the time. Okay, these are people complaining. Okay, this was a day ago. I'm down 74% since last October. Okay, I'm down as well. This has been a horrible Halloween season for me. Okay, 6 hours ago. This is not old stuff that was done like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. This is the latest stuff. Here's another one, 3 days ago. Really bad week for me. How did anyone else do? Okay. This one it says horrible it says horrible for my new items unsold on Macquarie, and about 2 on eBay. Okay, nothing on Poshmark this week, but I don't have much on much out there. Okay, for used items. Okay, this is one here. Okay, this is I'm gonna read this other one here. This is from a different person. Horrible. It's like eBay became bonanza since 10/1. I'm actually making more money on other sites. So happy I moved my merchandise. This is what I think is going to have to happen, folks. Okay. Now, again, if you want to read these stories, go to downdetector.com and you can check it out. I'm going to get off of this here and go to the other one. Here we have eBay community. Okay. Now you could see, all right, some of the stuff is old stuff here, but not this one here. Okay. This is the one that time there. I think the Bob Cuppins, I think it was apologizing for the technical issues. Sales link store is not working. 10/14. This was yesterday. Okay. Making eBay easier to pop up on every page. All right. Now, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to read that. That came out 10/15. Draft listings disappear. All right. This was 10/9. Took 24 hours for listings to show up on a site. 10/15 today. Bookmarks for items viewed. All right. I don't know what they're referring to that there. Again, 10/15. This is 10/10. Why is eBay reposting stock already sold out? This was 10/12. Okay. eBay buyer protection program. Okay, I didn't really get a chance to read that one there. Shipping fees to buyers showing much higher than it should be listing technical be in listings. Technical problem. This came out 10/13. Find a member page not working. Not able to revise items for sale. 10/14. This was 10/13. Not listing showing up on a site. 10/14. Checkout issues with PayPal. 1/19. All right, January 19th, 2018. Okay, so they go up and down here. Traffic doesn't update. 10/13. Save searches email function. Okay, and the list goes on and on and on. Okay. So here's what I'm trying to say. When that teammate told me that there's no issues going on with eBay, how could you say that? This is in the eBay community. And if you do a refresh on the page, you will see new stories popping up. Because people are out there, they are trying to voice themselves. Well, I don't know about this one here, but it should. All right. Why is eBay? Okay, this one here just moved up. But you will get new stuff if you keep hitting the refresh screen. You will see it. Okay. Here's another one that came out on today, 10/15. eBay iPhone app has a new listing summary feature, but its function is like a bug. Okay. eBay, too slow. Product identifier created by etc., but still showing. Okay. This is new stuff that's popping out there, folks. Now, when you subscribe to this here, if you want to have the notifications, you could have every time someone posts something new, you will get a notification. I'm going to bump out here. I'm going to show you that one right now. This one here is what I'm talking about. This came on my email address. Of course, I got a Yahoo email. And it says over here, sold on Amazon. Now, this came out 10/5/2018. Okay. Even though it's days old, I just still want to read it. It says sold on Amazon since 2012. It is totally dysfunctional company regardless of what the idiots on Wall Street think. They treat their third parties like, SHIT. I have 2 defects now that put me in danger of being closed down. One is in at A to Z where customers claim they didn't receive the book. The tracking shows it was delivered to his PO box. Let's see the other one. The other one is a chargeback, but I had refund the customer the night before. Amazon knows, but that knows this here. But it says they just leave the defects on and do not respond to my inquiries. Okay. The next one is you think eBay is bad now. Watch out if the idiot Bezos buys it. I think a lot of the slow sales may be because of the higher gas prices. I don't know about that, folks. I mean, like I said, everybody's going to voice their opinion. You're all entitled to it. It is what it is. Then people will respond to it. That's where you see the same thing. But if we go down to, let's move over here. We go down. I'm not going to read this one here because it's the same thing, basically the same thing. I'm sorry, folks. My computer's a little wacky. This guy wrote down all this stuff here. This is, when did this come out? 10/7. Case when things eBay is done. It says, I offer these analytics from my store. Things don't improve by the end of the year. Year end, I'm gone. And have been a strong seller for over 16 years. These are my impressions about how often I come up in search. Click-through rates, page views, sales conversion rates, the only anomaly. And then it goes on over here showing you. Okay. was September 2017 when I was on vacation and had the store closed for 2 weeks, but the number resumed until past May. Here's a person that seems like he's going to bail out of eBay. And I want to know something? I'll probably be right behind him. If that happens, people might say, well, what are you going to do? You're going to sell on here anymore? You're going to be in the e-commerce business? I may sell. I don't know yet. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see what's happening here. But, look at this here. This is people responding to him. It's not the same guy writing the same thing. Whenever you respond to that particular item, it's going to keep showing up like that. So let's go down to the most recent ones, and we'll pick it from there. Let me go right to the bottom here. Okay, here this one came out 10/15. This is regarding eBay sales down. Mine was down 49%. You go up. It says eBay should not be allowed to be. Here's one. eBay should not allow anyone to be a CEO or command the ship until they have bought and sold at least 500 items and have been on eBay a member for 2 years in multiple eBay categories, from cars to jewelry, including the buying and selling of items over $25,000 USA on both the buy and sell side. They must also have to use the global shipping and all the features that eBay site has to offer. Only then will you get that CEO to understand that eBay can help restore it and grow it. My 2 cents. Okay, this is a person just sharing their opinion. What's the other one here? Here's another one. I only used eBay to sell things so I could pay for my vet bills for my dog. My sales are so poor it hardly helps being into me listing anymore. But I don't want to use Craigslist, etc. I've noticed whenever I search to make a purchase, the first things that come up are from the Chinese sellers. I was going to do a video on this here, but this person brought this up. I'm not going to say for sure, but I do think that because, and this is my personal opinion, I think because we have foreign sellers on eBay, I honestly think that is what's causing a problem with sales. I think eBay's website is being glutted with foreign sellers, and I think it's making it more harder for people to sell on this platform. Okay. Now I know eBay, from what I understand, it's global, right? I think most of the countries, as far as I know, I did research on. It seems like they could sell on here. Although I could be wrong, but from what I was looking at, it looks like a lot of them can, sell on here. It goes on to say, if I filter U.S. sellers, only get the same stuff with the words U.S. seller, and then I finally get to the small-time U.S. sellers. When you open the floodgates up to everybody to sell on this platform, you're going to expect things like that. I said it before in my videos, and I'm going to say it again. There is definitely way, way too much competition on here. I talked about it many times over. A lot of people always blame the game. I told them about the blame game. The people saying, well, it's that time of the year, it's the holidays, on vacations, and it's tax time, and so on and so forth. I don't believe in all that, folks. Okay, I don't believe in all that. I think there is something definitely going on with eBay. It's not only me, it's a lot of people complaining. This is just part of it. Okay, on the eBay community. This is just part of it. Now here's another one here. This one right here. It says eBay has definitely altered something and has been ruined the platform for selling. You have to love the fee-based promoted listings as a seller strategy to squeeze even more sellers into thinking they're getting more viewership. I told folks before, I don't believe in promoted listings. I don't think it works. Look, there's 26 million active sellers on eBay. You're going to tell me out of 26 million active sellers, you're going to come along and you're going to use that little old promoted listings to get your item up there? Come on, folks. Let's really cut to the chase here. I mean, really, you think this is going to work or what? I mean, let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. I want to hear it. And then it says further, with the increased value fees in my selling category, the audacity to send emails saying if you drop your already lowest price to make a profit price by 5%, we will tell your customers an even better price available. Are you kidding? If you keep dropping it anymore, what's the sense of being in this business? You might as well just donate it or give it away. It says basically, and it goes on to say, basically they want to charge you more fees and have you essentially Give away your product for a little bingo, okay? And then it goes over here. If things do not substantially change soon, I will definitely take my business to a more productive and fruitful platform. Well, I wish you all the best. Good luck with that, because I don't know many platforms there are out there. I mean, I know there are other selling platforms, but how good they're going to be, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sticking up for eBay and saying this is the number one, the mecca of selling, but I don't know where it's going to go, you know. And then the very last part over here, the person writes, the very fact that they are not addressing the matter publicly when a substantial amount of sellers are experiencing the same situation tells you they need to know concerning the matter. Now, I said it many a times before. When you call these people up, the teammates, after you get up the call, a lot of people say, all right, so what difference does it make? I always tell them to make sure you get a confirmation number. But again, whether you do or you don't, that's totally up to you. But I'm just saying, the more people call up and, voice your concerns and issues, hopefully it'll get to executive management and they're going to say, hey, listen, we're getting a glut of calls in here. This is what the sellers are complaining about. Let's get to the ball. Let's get right down to the nitty gritty here and get this problem taken care of. Okay? There are people out there that are hurting. There are people out there that use eBay as a supplemental income. They use it as a full-time income. They use it as a part-time income. In some cases, they use it as a hobby income. I said it before in my videos. I think it was even on the eBay community. One person said they didn't know if they're going to make enough money to pay their bills. Another one said they're looking to have enough money to buy food. Now, this is a problem, folks, okay? And, they want to shrug it off and say, like that girl was telling me, the teammate, nothing wrong. But she was like saying, well, there's nothing wrong. You got to step up your game. All right. Well, how would you like if I was to tell all my followers out there, I feel like telling that girl, how would that feel to me or feel to them if I came out, did a video and told everybody out there who's not selling on eBay, making sales, you guys got to step up your game? I think I would get a little feedback and some comments on it saying like you shouldn't talk to people like that. That's not right. I kind of like in a way took it, you could take it both ways. You could take it offensively or you could take it in constructive criticism, whatever. But, I don't need somebody telling me that I need to step up my game. I've been doing this, all right, since 1999 on and off. I'm not a seasoned seller because, I've been dormant for many, many years before I started getting into it full time. And I don't need somebody, telling me I need to step up my game. I know what I have to do, okay? I did step up the game when I followed eBay back in the day, a couple months back when they were giving you all this referring you to certain things to do to try to increase sales, and it's not working. It's not working, folks. Here's another one here. I was going to try and get a loan, but it has to be paid back in 6 months. No way I could do it. It could do that with the sales tanking. Okay? This came out 10/15 today. Okay? What gets me is, how can a person come out and willfully say, there's no problems on our end? Are you serious? Are you reading this? And then I told her about it. I said, well, on eBay community, well, you can't go by what everybody says on eBay. Are you really serious? This is on your site, the eBay community. What are you talking about? This is an ongoing issue, folks. And eBay, I don't know what they're telling their teammates, but they make it sound like they're just trying to, give you a little peeny weeny advice there, and they want you to be on your way. It's like, well, don't bother seeing with your problem. That's your problem if you're not selling or making sales. Then she tells me, well, there's a lot of competition out there. No, really? She went on to tell me there's a lot of competition. I've been saying that in my videos for the longest time. Not that it's anything new to some people I know is, but I'm just trying to say, she's telling me something like that. Come on, lady, get with the program here, please. All right? I mean, look what's going on here. Look, here's another one. I'm confused. Why would any CEO try to ruin their company? For what purpose? To sell their very own product only. Here goes what he says. He was the China main man before CEO. He made the China eBay partnership happen in December 2015. When he sells his own vested interests, he and others make more from that than from us. Okay? Now, if you do your own statistics, if you look at when all this stuff started, this might play a key role in as to why it started because of this. Okay? Now, I'm just throwing it out there. Could be wrong, could be market seasonal problems going on, whatever. I also stated that it could also be what's going on with the midterm election. I think a lot of people are a little nervous and jittery as far as what's happening. Okay, so maybe that could be a distraction, or it could be, without putting it aside, there could be glitches going on. Okay, as far as I'm concerned. So no matter what people tell me about the, these teammates telling you, oh, there's nothing wrong with eBay, this, that, and the other thing, I tend not to believe that. I'm sorry. Okay, but anyway, this is what's going on, folks. You could go to the eBay community. You could read it yourself. That's it. It says over here, last one. As for me, sales went down after the markdown manager policies were implemented. I sell high-end items, so do I do markdown of between $100 and $200 off some items every weekend. Now I can't do it. eBay wanted to fix one problem but create another. Oh, there's no problems though. There's no problems, folks. There's no problem. Here, look at this one here. Every time I say I want to stop the last one, I think this will be the last one. To sell out like a hostile takeover, Alibaba looks ready to go to me. Looks good. It looks ready to go to me, right? There's so many people out there that experiencing this problem, and yet nobody wants to, eBay doesn't want to acknowledge it. And you know something? I don't know if there are any eBay moderators on here, but I don't see any eBay moderators unless you got to scroll down and keep going through the very end to see. But I don't know. I don't understand it. Here's people complaining about the CEO. It says, then why the hell doesn't eBay get rid of the worthless CEO? This is ridiculous. People are frustrated. No doubt about it. Okay? No doubt about it. It says over here, I agree, my eBay and PayPal fees leave me with nothing at the end of the month. Hey, join the club. Join the club, folks. It's hard to justify the basic store. It's not cost effective anymore. eBay has really screwed mom and pop sellers. It seems the only people doing well are drop shippers, and that the new made, and it says over here, that new made in China. Bleep. Okay. What can I say, folks? I mean, seriously. If you look at it here, it just goes on and on and on. Then it goes on to the 1013. This is all new stuff, folks. This is within in 2018. You can check it out yourself. But more than that, more so, we got to get to the eBay reseller news here. eBay reseller news, the reseller news. So let's get right to it. I'm going to click over here. Okay, let me click out of that. We're going to jump right to this one here, the very first one. For those who are new, eBay, what do you call it there? I do not read all the websites of verbatim, so I will tell you where I got the website, where I got the information from. The website, as you could see, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. Now, this one here, and I'm not going to be repeating it over and over again because they're all the same, as you can see on top of the line here, tag line here. They're all from ecommercebytes.com, so let's get right to it. Let me give you the URL first. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. Okay, it goes on to say here, and I'm also going to tell you the dates too. I'm not going to repeat the website, but I will tell you the dates as the one that were posted. This came out Sunday, October 14th, 2018. It goes on. eBay uses snail mail to recruit sellers for payments plan. Okay, it goes on to say here, eBay turned to the U.S. Postal Service as part of its efforts to recruit sellers to opt in. I'm so used to saying opt out. To sellers to opt in to its managed payments MP program, which launched 3 weeks ago. The direct mail campaign consisted of a shiny pink 5x5 invite card, as one seller described it. Another seller who received the mailer told us eBay had been emailing him frequently, inviting him to join the managed payment program. I haven't had that there. I don't know if you guys have been getting it. I haven't had any notifications from them. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I want to get involved with it, but if it's something that we're eventually going to have to be forced into using as a payment plan, as long as we're staying on this beautiful, glorified website here, then we may have to use it after all. I don't know. We'll see how it works. I'm getting different stories about you could still use PayPal and you could still do this, but let's see. It goes on to say, he said we were staying clear of MP because it doesn't allow buyers to use PayPal to pay for their purchases. What bothers me is the mailer makes no mention of other ramifications of opting into this mess. I think is very deceiving, bait and switch. Okay. Now, I haven't received any of these. If you guys have, you want to share it, if you'd like to share it, this information, leave it in a comment. And I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. If you got I didn't get any invitations as far as I know. If I did, I will make you guys aware of it, but I don't recall getting it. And this is basically what it says on the side here. You can read that if you like. Let's see. That tells you the perks and so on. I'm not going to read all this, folks, because it'll take too long. Let's bump right out of here and go to the next one. Here's one over here. eBay. Let's see. This came out Sunday, October 14, 2018. eBay forces never-ending listings on mobile desktop. Next. eBay is forcing sellers into good to canceled. I hate those. I'm getting rid of all my good to cancels, by the way. Good to cancel listings on its mobile app. Responding to complaints, as an eBay moderator called it, best practice is leaving the sellers wondering if the desktop could be next. The decision of when and whether to relist should be mine. It's true. Not something that eBay forces me into the privilege of using my phone as a tool. A seller wrote on Wednesday in a weekly chat thread. The workaround, well, just use your PC. It's not acceptable. Okay. He continued on the listing that I do. That's what I do, by the way, folks. I don't list anything with my cell phone. That's my personal thing. It says over here. It goes on to say on listings that do choose to relist. You guessed it. It has to be done from the PC to avoid automatic off conversion to good TC. Good to cancel. I don't like good to cancel because first off, when I used to listen to eBay Radio, Griff, nice guy, he was a talk show host. He would always say every time they call him up, I'm thinking of doing 30-day listings. Why would you want to do 30-day listings? Do good till canceled. It's automatically, and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I tried that, and I was getting bills every month that were enough to make a small car payment. Okay, that's how expensive it was getting when you had I had almost close to 400, like 376, but I had extra stuff. I could have brought it up to 400, and I didn't. And when I looked at the bills every month because nothing was selling, but eBay was still charging, I said to myself, that's crazy. So all my listings that do have good to cancel, once they go off, there's still some left on my listings. Once they go off, I'm changing them to 30 days. That's it. I don't know if I'm even going to be on eBay, so I'm just throwing it out there right now. But, that's what's going on. If you want to check this one out, folks, you know where to go. Okay, here's another one here from my beautiful site. I love this site. This came out Sunday, October 14, 2018. Refund question, can eBay do that? This one's writing to Einsteiner, who is the owner of e-commerce Bytes. Dear Ein, I have a question. The buyer returned the garment, said it didn't fit. The amount of the refund was a jacket only. It was returned, and she was refunded. Then she opened up a case for her original shipping and took the money out of my account. Can eBay do that? M. Now, I don't know if Ina does respond to this here. She may not. I don't know. It says over here, comments, things here. I don't want to get too much in it. But it says over here, if you read the comments from the other readers, it says eBay buyer protection provides a full refund, including shipping. Okay. Then if you go down over here, you read another one. This is from a tool guy. It says, at least you didn't have to pay for the return shipping. You, the seller, and the buyer both lost shipping. One way on a deal. Okay. Did eBay refund you for selling fees? And I don't know. Then you got to wait and see if the person responds. You could check this story out. You know where to go. If you have, especially if you have refund issues, you might want to check this story out and look into it. Let's bump out of here. Amazon sells clothes on streets of London. This came out October 12, 2018. It goes on to say Amazon is opening a pop-up store in London to showcase its fashion brands. But it will only be open 5 days. For 5 days. The Amazon fashion pop-up will be located on the Baker Street, featuring an array of talent and activities throughout the week to excite and entertain its visitors, from yoga sessions to musical performances. You gotta hand it to the Amazon. That guy there, Jeff Bezos, has always got his head up in the air doing something. And I mean, the way they're growing their business, it's amazing. It really is. It is what it is. But if you want to read that story, folks, I'm not going to get too much into that. You know where to go. Etsy adds search analytics to improve listings. This came out October 11, 2018. Etsy has begun rolling out new search analytics tool for sellers to provide them with insight into how their listings perform in search. Note that Etsy is keeping the existing stats feature. Okay. Now, for those who are Etsy sellers, this might be of interest to you. If you do need to, check out, your search or whatever, the search analytics tool, I guess, is going to help you with improving your listings. So you might want to check into that. As I stated before in my other videos, I am a registered seller on Etsy, and registered still on Amazon, but I don't really sell too much right now. I'm doing everything on eBay exclusively, and well, outside of Bonanza, but I do sell exclusively on eBay. I wouldn't be the other way around, folks. Believe me. No offense to Bonanza, but I would not be selling exclusively on Bonanza. I'm sorry, the sales ain't there, but that's another story. Let's bump out of here. Okay, eBay interviews HomeValon on managed payments experience. This came out October 11, 2018. Let's move it up a little here. eBay published an interview with an eBay seller, Danny Hone, of HomeValon about his experience using the new managed payments. And eBay has received some pushback from sellers about the lack of critical features in its initial rollout of MP, including the lack of PayPal as an option for buyers. Now, you see, here's the thing. I thought, from what I was talking to a teammate, I was told that that eBay was still going to be a feature PayPal was still going to be a feature that you could use. Now it seems like it's not going to work the way I thought it would be. But let's see what happens. It goes over here. It goes on to say I was a little leery because I was leery about the effect that not accepting PayPal would have on my business. But the sales are coming in as normal. Hone told eBay, when I think about this time last year, my PayPal 30 cents transaction fees were $1,200. Well, this person must be selling a lot. Were $1,200. Now they'll be coming directly to me. Then it goes on to say, at the cost savings is something that eBay has been banking on to attract sellers. It changes sellers' flat rate from 2.7, while PayPal charges an additional fee of 30 cents per transaction. Unlike PayPal, eBay does not appear to be offering reduced rates for high volume sellers at this time. This person definitely must be a high seller, high volume seller, because if they're paying that kind of money in fees, wow, $1,200, that's a lot. I mean, I don't remember paying fees like that when I looked at my transaction sheet. I don't remember seeing that in the details, but it is what it is. You guys might want to check into this here, especially if you are enrolled in a managed payment system. You might want to read the rest of that story. Let's move right along here. PayPal uses PayPal uses canned cash in and cash out at the Walmart stores. This came out October 11, 2018. PayPal announced a collaboration with the retail giant Walmart that gives cash in and cash out capabilities to PayPal customers. Beginning in November, people will be able to move their money in and out of their PayPal accounts when visiting a Walmart retail store for a flat fee of $3. Well, I use debit cards to pay on my bills, but anyway, it says this is the first time PayPal mobile app users will be able to take cash out of their PayPal account in a brick and mortar environment, in addition to being able to load cash into their PayPal balance at Walmart stores. All right, so they have an alliance with Walmart, which is good, I guess. I'm not going to use that because even though I have a PayPal account, I don't have a PayPal credit card. I don't want a PayPal credit card. I'm very frugal. I do things either with cash or debit. And debit, as we all know, is using your own money. But for those who are interested, you know where to go. We're on the last screen, folks. For those who don't know, eBay e-commerce Bytes also has the e-commerce EKG, a user-generated industry health monitor. What I like about the EKG is it gives you cryptic stuff. It tells you a little about the issues reported, and if you do have an issue and you do sign up with this here, you can report an issue. This one here for October 14th, which was yesterday, eBay shipping gone crazy. We're having trouble printing. We're having trouble printing your label. We had a problem retrieving a label. We've got an error 127. Please check your reference ID. The data is not available for the given reference ID. So these are the things that people are calling up. All Amazon pages are down, receiving this 502 error. The request could not be satisfied. CloudFront wasn't able to resolve the origin domain name. Okay, but if you look on here, the EKG, this will give you all the latest things that came out. Well, somewhat latest. Some of them do date back to October 12th, but still, and you can see there's other pages here. I am not going to open them all up, folks. You can check it out for yourself. I want to just close out this video really quick. I want to just talk a little about something about the selling. and I don't know how long this video is going to be, folks, but it might be worth hanging into if you want to listen to what I have to say. First off, what I want to talk about is, first off, here's what I definitely want to say. I am sad about the hearing that Sears, after being around for 125 years, is filing for bankruptcy. I think today they're doing it. I really do feel bad because if I'm not mistaken, hearing on the news, I think a total of 70,000 employees will be losing their jobs. I am a product of that there. I was in a downsize. And actually, my jobs went overseas. I got laid off in June of 2016, 2 years ago. And it's not a pleasurable thing. And I do feel my heart goes out to those people when that finally takes place. Now, I don't know if they're going to try to try to save the company with certain things. Listening on the news, it sounds like it's gone, but not out of the woods. It's gone, but not forgotten, so to speak. I don't know if they're going to try to revamp it or try to do different models with it as far as like to try to save the company. Maybe still sell stuff on a smaller scale. I don't know, but if that comes up, the information comes up on that, I'll bring it to your attention. In regards to selling, I just wanted to say something. The last thing, I had it in there yesterday, and I took a lot of the clip out because the video is going to be too long. This one might be too long, but I'm going to try to say it as quick as I can. In regards to selling, we know that the U.S. or eBay is glutted with foreign sellers. Okay, you know it, and I know it. Without depicting names, you know who's the big majority of it. My thing is the only way I could see on getting around that there in a nice way is if you're going to sell stuff and you got too much competition on eBay, it's not a big tip, but I just want to share it with you. You might want to try using Facebook Marketplace, okay? And my take on that is, what I like about that, I know there's Craigslist you could also sell on, but I like the Facebook Marketplace. Only because I feel it's more popular and it's a more broader structure. Like in other words, people know about that. What I'm thinking of is this, to help out people with sales. This is just an idea. I'm throwing it out there. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm trying anyway. At least I'm trying to help out and share at some point. What I would do, folks, this is my take on it, to avoid all the competition on eBay, which we all know there's so much competition on it. If you want, and people say, yeah, but there's also going to be a lot of competition on Facebook Marketplace. That's true. But here's the thing. eBay, if you do the pros and cons, I'm sure there's 10 times more competition on eBay than there would be in a Facebook Marketplace. Now, the thing is with Facebook Marketplace is I have 4 different accounts. The one I would use is my personal account, okay? I have a lot of friends on there, relatives and stuff like that go on there and stuff. And what I would do is to keep it in-house, so to speak, is when you go sourcing, yard sales, garage sales, whatever, going thrifting and stuff, rather than putting a lot of that stuff on eBay, I would list it on Facebook. Why? First off, you're going to be dealing with people in your town. Now, there's no way that people are going to get around that there, because if you're selling, and you got a lot of items to sell and you post it up on Facebook, people might like the idea of coming by, picking the item up, they get to touch it, feel it, see it, before they make the purchase and stuff like that. But in some cases, if you did sell on eBay, then it has to go through eBay. The only difference is, the only differentiation there is that they're going to come by and pay you cash, okay? There's nothing really to back you up. So if a person comes by there and you say all sales are fine, and the buyer comes back and says, I decide I don't want this thing, then you're going to have a little discrepancy there. But for the most part, people that buy off you from Facebook or Craigslist, I would think it's a said and done deal. Could be wrong. But what I'm trying to say is you might want to feel the waters. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking some of the stuff I have and I'm going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. And the reason why I said it is because it will cut back on competition. Because let's face the facts. How many people are going to be selling the same exact widget you're selling on Facebook? And I know I did my own little testing there. And that some of the items I want to sell, I don't see it on Facebook. Now you might say, yeah, but did you go through thousands of them? No, but you could do a search in Facebook Marketplace and see what's being sold out there. So my take is try, rather than putting stuff on eBay, or let's say you want to still keep your eBay going, which I'm doing still, but I think when stuff comes off it, I think I'm going to eventually just put a lot of stuff on Facebook. I heard somebody else said that they did better with Facebook Marketplace than they did with eBay. It could be true. I sold a chair that I had on eBay for 2 weeks. Didn't get an inquiry, low views, one watcher, and I put it on within a day and a half. I told in my other video, a day and a half it was sold. Person, they didn't call me up. Well, at one time we exchanged phone numbers, and I said I won't give you my address unless unless you're definitely going to buy it, And we worked it out. They communicated through Facebook, and went fine. Sold a chair, got the money, bing, boom. No, all right. There's no transaction sheet. There's no packing slip or whatever. But it's just like it's no different than going to a yard sale, And you go into a yard sale, you're picking something up from somebody, you're paying them cash. It's no different. But I think that would be a way to go if you're going to try that there. You might want to try it on try it with a couple of small items. And if you do get anywhere with it, like you say, hey, you know what? I tried it on Facebook Marketplace. It's pretty good. I never even knew about Facebook Marketplace until my daughters told me about it. Hey, Dad, did you hear about Facebook Marketplace? I said, Facebook Marketplace? What is that? I said, my relative told me too. That's how I found it from the first time. My relative told me. He said, oh, you don't know about Facebook Marketplace? I said, no, I never even heard of it. Because when I go on Facebook, I don't look at all the things. I just go on there and I'm interacting with my family, friends, relatives, whatever. I'm not sitting there, looking everything verbatim, what they have to offer. I thought I heard something like that, but I never really expanded on it. But my relative told me about that. They said, you should check it out. So I said, what the heck? Where do you find it? Do you have to type into something special? Because no, it's right in there in your Facebook. It'll say Facebook Marketplace. So then I was like, oh my God. It's like looking at a gifted horse right in the face. You don't see it, And I wasn't paying attention is what it was. But I did use it. I did sell it, and it went. Now, I have 2 items up there. I had the cast iron or steel, what do you call it there, heater. It's an old vintage heater, kerosene heater. I got that on there. I'm not getting any traction with that. But the thing is kind of old, and it is rusted. But I'm figuring maybe if somebody wants to buy it, they could, sandblast or whatever, sand it down, paint it, make a nice piece to put as a decorational piece. If you're into colonial Victorian style furniture in your house, you might want to use it, spray paint it black, and put like a flower pot on it. I've seen people doing that there too. Is it functional? Was it kerosene there? I don't know. It's kind of rusted out, But I'm willing to take. It's on eBay right now. I'm willing to take best offers on it. That can be either picked up personally, at the house, or it could be shipped to that person. Whatever they choose. It's small enough to ship. It's only about yay big, right? And I have a box for it. I could put it in the box, wrap it up, whatever, and send it off to the person. So that there is a choice. It's a local pickup, but you could also buy it online if you choose to do so. But I'm thinking seriously, folks, you might want to try that there. Hopefully you won't get that much competition on Facebook Marketplace as you would eBay. Remember one thing, folks. Now you could do the study, you could do the research yourself. I did a Google search, and I typed in there how many active sellers are on eBay, and it came up with 26 million. Either 25 to 26 million, doesn't matter. I think it was 26 million. That's a lot of active sellers on eBay. Okay, let alone the competition you have. Now that's just talking about the sellers, but what about the buyers? They should really incorporate that because the buyers could be also sellers too. So. But what I'm trying to say is give it a shot, see what happens. If you like it and you get something out of it, drop a comment down below and let us know. Let the rest of us know if you choose to share it with us, But anyway, folks, that's all I wanted to talk about right now. If you guys have any comments, please leave them. I welcome comments. I do respond to them. And the other thing is, like I said, if you like the content I put out, please subscribe to my channel. And most importantly, hit that bell notification as to because when I put out new content, if you are a follower, you're a subscriber, you might want to know what's going on. So you got to hit that subscriber bell there, the bell notification there. So once you do that there and I put out new videos, you'll be notified. I don't know if I'm going to be doing another one later on. This is the Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is October 15, 2018. I just want to say again, thank you in the closing. Thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you do get a takeaway from it. This Reseller News is to help people out, give you a little insight as far as what's going on with eBay, Etsy, and Amazon, and to make you aware of what's going on in the retailing business, the e-commerce. Now you may say, well, I could just turn the news on, I could listen to that. Well, the whole purpose of the Reseller News is it's going to focus on this particular topic, e-commerce. Now, I'm not saying if you turn on different news channels, you're going to, I'm not saying it's going to happen. It may not. But I thought, like I said, with the reseller news, it strictly deals with e-commerce. Again, that's on this channel, but there are changes coming. Again, I will be doing other stuff on this channel as well as the reseller news. As you know, for those who are subscribers, I do the reseller news weekends. Now, sometimes it may be intermittent depending how busy I am. So you might have a day where it goes by, the reseller news doesn't come on for whatever reason. I hope not to happen, but it could be a possibility that things could happen though. But regardless, it will still be, I still will be doing the reseller news. Hopefully weekends as well, and along with other things. You'll see, I'll let you know as time goes on. But thanks again, guys. Until next time, I'm Rich Pasini. Have a great day. Take care now. Bye-bye.